Reporting live from the getaway, it's your boy Smoooth
and Siddall.
Because when it's about sports,
it becomes our business.
And we are back once again.
Yes, indeed.
Man, good to see you, bro.
Yeah, but you know what? I feel something's missing.
You know, normally we have like these two mic stands and the microphone right in our face. But
yeah, I mean,
I feel like we on Undisputed or First Take or something. What's going on?
We free, man.
Man, we can just do it all. Oh, I found out. You got something right there, right below.
Oh, this, yeah,
right there.
Hey, you got the same thing too.
Stop playing.
Sure do.
Man, we have came up in the world, man.
Man, look at us, man. Look at us.
Within 1 year, we stepping our game up, y'all. I'm telling you, it gets better. And
you better jump on this bandwagon before it leaves you.
I'm telling you, because the platform train, we filling up like Amistad.
That's wrong. That is so wrong, man. See, you're going to get me in trouble, man. You're going to get me in trouble, man.
We filling
Can't be
up.
messing with you.
We filling up like a can of salt.
That was bad.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow.
Shouts out to the homie Lee. He already logged in.
Oh, he already in there.
He ready to go, man. Hey, I don't blame him. I do not blame him. Shouts out Eric Harvey. See, everyone's ready.
You be ready,
Everyone is ready.
Ready,
I love it. I love it. Thanks for the love and support, y'all. He like, choo-choo.
Yeah.
What up, what up?
The pain train coming.
So, yeah, once again, the Sports Bros, we're back.
We're back.
Better than ever, man. Sounding good.
Yeah.
You got a upcoming special guest coming to the show very soon.
Yeah, man. Just in time, man.
Got some college football playoff predictions, and this man here,
it's going down.
He says he reps Crimson Tide all the way through.
Roll Tide.
So we're going to definitely find out if he is about that Crimson Tide life.
Yeah, we're going to see.
But, yeah, man, how you feel, dog? How you feel?
You know how it is, rough, tough week coming off that vacation, that Christmas time. And, just trying to settle back in because, I'm one of the rare people that had to go back to work after Christmas. So it's no breaks for me. But I feel good now while I'm at the getaway now. So,
I'm at the getaway. That's what's up, man. So, we here live in St. Louis where it's like negative 25 degrees outside.
Oh, man. It's cold. It's cold, y'all.
But in here, we good. We ready to roll.
I saw a polar bear with freezing.
He like, it's too cold for me, man.
Right.
he like, bro, man, put up on the fifth floor, man. It's too cold for me, man. But yeah, man. So, hot topic.
Hot topic is NFL playoff picture is starting to crystallize, and we are starting to see the cream rising to the top, as the late great Macho Man Randy Savage used to say. And that's my hot topic. And of course, we had a string of basketball games, NBA Christmas Day games a couple days ago. And that's my hot topic. And of course, college football playoffs coming right up.
I feel you, man. I feel you. I got to say, there's a few hot topics I can bring up, but definitely the college football playoff coming up this weekend. Tonight, Mizzou is playing an old Big 12 rival in Texas in football. Goes down at 8 o'clock tonight.
You got your defibrillator?
Oh, man.
For your heart, because
I may need it, man.
Yeah, we watched that bragging rights game the other day.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in the upcoming topics there. That was so brutal. But, yeah, the Missouri football team, they're playing tonight. Texas Bowl is going down against the Texas Longhorns. Let's hook them up, Mizzou. I got you. And that's pretty much it right now, man. Let's get right to it.
Yeah.
College football playoff predictions. Yeah, as y'all know, this on New Year's, which is on Monday, got 2 games coming up.
Yes, indeed.
First game we're going to discuss, Georgia versus Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield.
I almost had like a brain fart right there. Like,
the Heisman Award winner.
Brain's still frozen.
Look forward to seeing what he's going to do against a good team in Georgia, coached by
great defense.
Yeah, coached by Mark Richt. His first year, he came from Alabama, and also from did he come from a different school?
Mark Richt.
I know he came from a different
it escapes
school
me right now.
But yeah, he got that pedigree from.
Yeah, he's definitely got the pedigree
from some coach from Alabama. I forgot his name.
Named Saban.
Something like that.
Whatever.
But this second game coming up after that, it's going to be pretty interesting.
Sure is. Rematch.
Got a rematch.
Yeah.
Of this team won last year called Clemson.
Yeah, they won that chance.
And our special guest, I'm gonna have him come on now to the show.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, this man has traveled around the world. He just came from, I believe, Japan just like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, 5 minutes?
Just flew in like, hey, I'm here. He came in quick like FedEx delivery.
Right.
Oh, I wonder why I said FedEx. Well, come on over, everyone. Give it up to the getaway. He is now a citizen.
He is a citizen.
He's a citizen. Give it up for Kelvin Saxman Evans, y'all.
Yes, indeed.
Hello, everybody.
I almost didn't recognize you without your sax, man.
Know,
right.
What's going on, man?
Good to see you, bro.
Good to see you guys, man. Thanks
All right.
First things first, before you guys start on Alabama and Clemson.
Uh-oh.
Got to make a correction with you guys real quick.
Okay.
Kirby Smart is the head coach of Georgia.
Oh, that's right. Kirby Smart.
Mark Richt
Miami. That's right.
Yeah,
Kirby Smart.
There you go. I had to correct you now.
Hey, see, he coming and taking over
Tell
our
you,
show.
I gotta make sure you guys got
You
on.
gotta
get it right. You gotta get it
right. But hey,
I tell you, my brain is frozen right now, man. It is cold.
It's
super
no
cold outside.
I mean, blame on the cold.
Yeah, man. You see what he got on? He got on he about laying about for 5 people.
Oh, you already know. You already know how cold it
I'm from the
is.
Arctic, so trust me, it's cold out there.
But I see we have some new viewers. Shouts out to Brad Morrow and shouts out to Mocha Williams.
All
what's
right.
What's up, Mocha? Long time no see.
Yeah.
Much love to you. So, hey, for all the first timers, this is the platform. This is your platform to, hey, we have topics on the screen. Nothing all about sports. So let us know what's on your mind. Let's go back and forth with conversations. Let's have a good time. But
don't be scared. Type them words.
there you go. But as a sax man, let me know what he's the sax man, outside when he's doing this thing. But he's here talking about sports. So we're going to just call him Kelvin tonight.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Keep it simple. You don't keep it business like, sports like, and hey, Kelvin. So, Kirby Smart, he is a protege under Nick Saban.
Mm-hmm.
How you feel about, before we talk about your Crimson Tide, how do you feel about the Oklahoma and Georgia game?
Well, I think it's going to be I think Baker Mayfield's going to have a tough time against Georgia's defense. Georgia's defense is really, really good, and they got about at least 5, 6, maybe first round, second round draft picks on their defense. That being said, I think Baker Mayfield has a QB arm. He has a QB mentality, NFL mentality, that I think he's going to get his yards, but at the end of the day, it's on Oklahoma's defense. And that's where the question lies, because their defense has been suspect all year. And I don't know. I mean, with Georgia starting a true freshman at quarterback, it's going to be kind of tough. But I think at the end of the day, I think Georgia might squeak past. It's going to be close.
You got Georgia. Okay. What about you, Siddall?
Well, I agree with everything you said. I just believe that Georgia has a great defense as well. And I think the thing is, with Baker Mayfield, he's a different pedigree of quarterback. And that's why he won the Heisman Trophy. He's proven to come up in clutch situations. And I don't think the adversity is really going to get to him, the pressure. I think he lives on that. I think it's going to be up to him to carry him, because Oklahoma's defense is not going to do it. So it's going to come down to the two offenses, and pound for pound, I pick Oklahoma to squeak by. in this game. They're not going to blow him out by no means, but I just think Baker Mayfield is that X factor, and I think he'll pull them through. So I got Oklahoma.
So we got Georgia here. I mean, SEC. So
right,
SEC. SEC. Then you have Oklahoma, so I had to do the icebreaker here.
All right, tiebreaker.
So when it comes to big moments in big games, I know you all have seen in the past the Tebows, etc. I have to go with Oklahoma. Reason being, as you already alluded to, Baker Mayfield. When it comes down, let's say it's a very tight game. Maybe 30-30, whatever. Maybe in the 5 minutes.
It's gonna be a shootout, or it's gonna be a low scoring. It's gonna be either one.
But then 5 minutes maybe of the game being decided, I just truly feel like the quarterback. I don't even know the kid's name from Georgia. You know the quarterback's name from Georgia?
Jake Fromm.
Okay, Jake Fromm. Do you feel he has the ability to make plays at the end of the game, clutch time, like Mayfield, if given the opportunity?
He's shown that he can step up in big moments. I'm gonna put it like that.
But do you feel like it's better than Baker Mayfield?
Oh, no, he's not better than Baker Mayfield at all. But against Oklahoma's defense, I think he has the best opportunity to shine.
And yes, I have seen that Georgia is rated probably, I think, one of the, or not the best defense in the college football playoff right now.
Yeah, definitely.
But when you have someone who can improvise, who can rally the troops like Baker Mayfield with not just his words, but his actions as well. I have a feeling like if you get that last drive, then he'll be the guy to make that play to win the game. So I'm going to go ahead and say Oklahoma will advance to the big one. But now.
Okay.
Now. Excuse me. Alabama. Clemson Tigers. This is going to be
part three.
Part three.
This is going to be, it's kind of like Cleveland and Golden State.
Yeah.
This is going to be incredible. A lot of good action going to happen. A lot of team that's experienced in this kind of high profile matchup. Wow. Who do you have going to the national championship game?
The national championship, we got to talk about this game first with Clemson. Yeah, I mean, to go to the national championship game. Right.
The cold weather, y'all. It's the cold weather.
Lord, help me, please. Help me. I think it's going to come down to the two quarterbacks, bottom line. It's going to come down to them making plays. Kelly, can he step up in the big game? Up until this point, he's had some semi-big games, but this is the biggest game that he's going to play this year, besides the national championship. And on the other side, quarterback Jalen Hurts. He's been there, but he has struggled at points, and it's scary. But on the same token, he's made plays. So it's going to come down to those two. I would have to say Alabama, man, because I had to say Alabama.
Kelvin
this
just
year,
found a new best friend.
And I'm gonna say this. This is why Alabama has got just the eye test alone. They have an NFL caliber team, offense and defense wise. I mean, you got Scarborough, my God, he's a beast. He's and then you got Jones, 1-2 punch in the backfield. Mm-hmm. I mean, who gonna stop that? And then on the defensive side, all these first rounders. I mean, you pumping out first rounders after first rounders. And that dude Fitzpatrick has been racking up awards this postseason. Mm-hmm. On the other side, I just don't see Clemson overcoming that. And the running game is going to – I think the running game is going to shield Hurts from any mistakes that he makes. All he has to do is just hand the ball off to one of those two, and pray to God that you stop them. So Alabama's gonna win that game.
Okay, so you got Alabama. We gonna wait because
we already know.
I got a feeling.
Here you go.
I got a feeling no matter what we say, we can say Jesus is gonna play for Clemson, and he's gonna still say. But the same point that I stated about Baker Mayfield and how he can make plays. This kid from Clemson who took over Deshaun Watson's spot, they say this kid here. Because I really haven't seen a full game of him.
I have. He's been pretty.
They say this kid here, was his last name Wright or something like that?
Kelly.
Kelly. Okay, I'm sorry. So I don't know his name. But anyway, they say this kid is bigger and possess more flash and more upside than Deshaun Watson. And I feel like Jalen Hurts, he's not at that point yet. He's not at that elite status in which I feel like if Clemson...
That's fair. If
Clemson was to, what they like to say in football, claw the middle, cover the some of the box. What they always say in football?
Yeah, 8 men in the box.
Right, 8 men in the box. I feel like if Clemson decides to shut down the running game, can Jalen Hurts put it upon himself to say, you know what, guys, get on my back, I got you. And right now, based off of last year, and I still haven't seen the advancement this year, I don't feel like he can overcome that. I could be wrong, but I feel like he cannot overcome that. He has to throw like some darts. And I haven't seen him throw darts in between guys all season long.
Yeah.
That's what it's going to take to be a great Clemson defense. So I feel like Jalen Hurts cannot put the team on his back and say, let's go, I got this win. If Clemson cannot stop the run, Clemson is in trouble.
That's the thing.
But I feel like Clemson's going to focus on that again and say, Jalen Hurts, why don't you beat us? It's kind of like how the Spurs, when they played LeBron James, back when he was with the Heat, and also the Cavaliers, they forced LeBron James to shoot jumpers. So you ain't going to the hole.
Yeah.
You're going to beat us with jumpers. If you beat us, kudos to you.
Expose his weakness.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Jalen Hurts is going to have the same issue. So I'm going to say Clemson. Now.
I'll just add this a little bit. That only works if they can stop the run.
That's what I said. If they can stop the run.
Oh, okay. It's on me?
It's on you, man.
Now, I tried to call Lee Corso to get the headset, but, I couldn't get in contact with him. So,
okay.
Sorry, y'all.
Thank you, Lee Corso. Thank you.
But, okay, so this is how I see the game going. So, the past 2 games, Alabama against Mississippi State, not against the Cream Puff Mercer, but against Mississippi State and Auburn, they've been able to run the ball down just straight down the throat. They just ran the ball. And Alabama gave up a lot of plays, and that's not, how Alabama is built. So I think Clemson's going to start off running the ball. They're going to try to take advantage of, what's been Alabama's weakness pretty much this whole season. Well, while their linebackers got hurt. What I'm saying? They still
we can't forget about that.
Yeah, so they're a little bit more healthier, but they still haven't played games together to get that gel. So I think Clemson's going to start off trying to run the ball. And, try to see how much success they have there. Because, again, Kelly, he'll be in this, this big game. They want to take as much pressure off him as possible. So running the ball is the easiest thing you can do to take the pressure off the quarterback, of course. So that's how everything's going to start out. So Alabama has to be ready to stop the run. They have to stop it. They got to put the ball in the quarterback's hand because even though Kelly has a good arm, I don't think he's that accurate. Kind of like Jalen Hurts. He has the arm, but he's not that accurate.
Right.
So what Alabama's going to try to do is put the ball in his hands and see, hey, you're going to have to beat us throwing the ball. With Fitzpatrick back there now healthier from his hamstring injury, and getting the secondary back together like it was before, it's up to them to try to stop Clemson's offense. I know Dabo, is a great head coach. He's going to try to exploit some things. But at the end of the day, it's going to be on Alabama's secondary because they know what happened last year. Deshaun killed him. Absolutely killed him.
Did.
So They remember that. They said they don't want to think about last year, but they trust me. They think about it. Because I would be. So now Alabama's in. What they have to do, like you said, is run the ball. They got to run the ball. Last 2 championship games, they stopped running the ball. They stopped giving the ball to Bo. And what happened? You know what I'm saying? They almost came back the first year, and then the second year they got them because they didn't run the ball. So they have to run the ball, take the pressure off Jalen Hurts. You know what I'm saying? Same situation.
Right.
They have to do that. If they do that, then they have a great chance to win. So I would say Alabama has to get at least 150, 175 yards on the ground for them to win.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to say.
All
so, but if that doesn't happen, then it's going to be tough sled. I'm not going to say they're going to lose because they are good on special teams, offense, and defense. And they can score on all 3. Right. So that's what makes a great team is being good on all 3 phases of the game. So they do that.
He did this raise a great point. Special teams is going to be critical.
Sure it is.
Getting field position throughout the whole game is going to be critical because it can either make you pass the ball a lot or run the ball a lot, depending on where you're getting the ball at the beginning of the possession.
What time of the game you're in, too.
Exactly.
You know, because at the end of the game, you down. Ain't no more running the ball. You got to pass the ball to get in position to score. And that may very well be where it's at.
There we go. Yeah. So basically, we have going back to the first game. You have Georgia. You have Oklahoma. I have Oklahoma. Then for the other game, now we stop. I have Clemson. You boys have your boys have Alabama Crimson Tide. I know Stephen A. Smith probably saying roll Tide.
I have no team in this thing. I just love football and I love competition.
There we go. So next week we'll discuss whoever wins both games. Discuss who wins the national championship. Mm-hmm. Hopefully we can have you come back if you're not busy. Yeah. You know, now I don't know if Clemson win, would you be able to come here?
I come and I'll be real subjected to, you know what I'm saying, what Alabama did wrong, all that stuff. So
okay. All right, so it's official. He will be back next week, no matter if Alabama wins or loses. So we can discuss who is going to take it all the following week after New Year's Day. So that was pretty much college football. Let's jump right into the NFL Platinum Pick'em results from Week 16.
Oh, yeah.
So I take it you follow NFL as well. Yeah. Matter of fact, he was over here at the getaway, relaxing, enjoying some football. and we'll just say relaxing.
Yeah, I was going to leave it at that.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Enjoy some good football. We are neck and neck, basically.
Yeah, I'm a game down. Siddall. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, he's a game down. So we had some good games again.
A lot of tight races. You know what? This has really been a good platform pick'em season.
It's been our first year.
Because I thought at first in the beginning of the season, it didn't look good for me, man.
Yeah, he was down by like 5-6 wins behind me.
And I rallied back.
But as of last week, I believe, yes, I was 144-79. He was 143-78. Is that correct?
I was 143-80.
Okay, here you go, 143-80. So like I said, we're neck and neck. Now it's time to go ahead and go over our Week 16 platform pick'ems.
All right.
So once again, a lot of good games, a lot of playoff implications. May get some teams who may have won the conference. So let's see. Indianapolis at Baltimore. I had Baltimore.
And I had Baltimore.
Baltimore won. Minnesota at Green Bay. I had Minnesota.
And I had Minnesota.
Minnesota won. Tampa Bay at Carolina. I had Carolina.
And I had Carolina.
Carolina won. Our first one-on-one. Cleveland at Chicago. I had Chicago.
Oh, don't tell me you had Cleveland.
And that's the last time I picked Cleveland. I had faith in you, Cleveland. I thought you was gonna pick up a win, your first win, and you just
That's a oh no.
no. Oh no.
Yes, Cleveland lost. Cleveland does not rock when it comes to football.
Sure don't.
Detroit at Cincinnati. I had Detroit.
I had Detroit.
And Cincinnati won. Shocker. See, that's why I can't trust a Detroit Lions team.
Yeah.
I know the coach from Detroit. His name slipped my mind real quick. The black coach. What's his name?
Lord,
you know his name. Don't
just struggling with names.
I am. Jim Caldwell.
Jim Caldwell.
Thank you.
Please forgive us. We just hey,
right.
I'm here to save
we some fans, man. We ain't no TV announcers here, man.
Not yet. Yeah, he had a good run with the Colts taking us to the Super Bowl. Close. Yeah, he did take us to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he did.
The Saints. And you thought that he would have brought a whole new thing to Detroit, especially when you had Ndamukong Suh, etc. But they actually got robbed that one year against the Cowboys. Remember that one play that they didn't call?
Sure did.
But they still haven't went over the hump yet and don't know if they can do it. How you feel about Caldwell and the Lions? Do you feel like they can turn the corner anytime soon with Stafford as quarterback?
I don't think they can do it with Caldwell, man. I think his time is running short, to be honest.
All right, so
it's about that time, dog.
Oh man, we got some more viewers real quick. Shouts out to Shalita Harrison from my church.
Okay,
how you doing? Tell Gary I said hi. Shouts out to my boy, Corey Crawford. You know Corey.
Oh man, we got some superstars.
You know what? The show has just hit 1,000 likes because of Corey. Shouts out, fam. Gotta get you on this show as well, man. Let's link up. Please feel free to discuss anything on the topics. We'll go back and forth with you. We had no problem. That's why I called the platform. Also, shouts out to Steve Wood, DJ, my homie. Peace and love to you, bro. Now, Miami at Kansas City. I had Kansas City.
I had KC.
And KC won.
Yeah.
They also won the the AFC West. I'm about to say AL West.
Right, Andy Reid came out with that Santa Claus outfit.
Buffalo at New England. I had New England.
I had New England.
New England won. Do you see anyone threatening New England in the playoffs?
Pittsburgh.
You think so?
That's it. That is it.
As long as you have the referees by your side calling no catches, you good.
Bill Belichick. Atlanta at New Orleans. I had Atlanta.
I had Atlanta.
New Orleans.
And they
won in convincing fashion.
They rolled them up.
Chargers at the Jets. I had the Chargers.
I had the Chargers.
Chargers won. Rams at Tennessee. The winner of this game, the Rams win. They win the NFC West for the first time since 1981.
2003 to be exact.
It feels like it.
The division.
Right.
Anyway, I don't remember.
It's been
that long. I don't know.
And I had the Rams.
You had the Rams.
Rams won. Mm-hmm. Denver at Washington. I had Denver.
And I had Washington.
And Washington won.
Yep.
Got that one.
Got that one right. Doggone it.
Jacksonville at San Fran. I had Jacksonville.
And I had Jacksonville.
They laid an egg. Did the dang thing.
They laid an egg.
I'm telling you, man.
Jacksonville lost the game. San Francisco didn't win.
I'm telling you.
Jacksonville lost the game.
Jimmy G is doing some things.
I can't take away that. You know, Garoppolo is doing good right now. For now. For now.
I think Blake Bortles just an awful quarterback. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
He's terrible.
So
he's terrible.
So you're taking
I agree.
You're taking Jadeveon Clowney route and saying he's trash. Basically, what he's saying.
Awful, man. I mean, just the picks he threw. Continue, guys. I'm sorry.
New York Giants at Arizona. I had Arizona.
And I had Arizona.
Arizona blew them out. Shutout. Crazy.
Giants get
It's
that.
all bad, man.
Giants don't get that top pick. Not the top pick, but that's Cleveland.
Right. That's probably Cleveland every year. Anyway, Seattle at Dallas. I had Dallas. And Seattle came through.
Show signs of life.
Came through.
They show signs of life.
They're still alive in the playoff race.
No, they're in the playoff.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Lee said right. Oh, Lee said
Dallas
right.
and Seattle. I mean, that was that game was the winner went to the playoffs.
I see Lee comment.
Dallas is out of the playoffs.
Yeah, they out. Lee said right. I believe he was referring to Blake Bortles and what you said.
Yeah, Blake Bortles.
And he said Jacksonville took that game off.
Yep.
And let's see,
Fighting each other on the sidelines.
We had 2 Monday night games. Pittsburgh at Houston. I had Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh won. Oakland at Philadelphia. I had Philadelphia.
And I had Philadelphia.
Philadelphia won. So I was 11-5. 11 wins, 5 losses, and you were.
And I was also 11-5.
So
it comes down to week 17.
Man,
Golly. I'm down by 1 game.
It's been an incredible season. I have 155 wins to 84 losses, and you must have
154 wins and 85 losses.
Wow. All goes down to next week. With that being said, our pick'ems.
Here we go.
Our final pick'ems.
And we do not discuss these. This is the first time we're hearing each other's picks.
Matter of fact, we're going to have Kelvin to.
Oh, we got a bonus.
He came ready. All right.
Okay.
Matter of fact, let me go ahead and get my pen here, just in case.
Listen, we gotta.
Yeah, we're gonna have some fun with this.
Gotta head to head here.
Yeah, Lee said somebody got to make that bold pick. So that means that if you normally feel like this team will win, you may have to choose the other way around.
I am going to dance with the one that I brought. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to keep on making my picks.
He said, I want to dance with
because
somebody.
Last week it burned me, and I made a bold pick and picked Cleveland and got burned. And see, I should have just went with my first mind.
All right. Week 17. Here we go. Once again, we now know who each other's going to pick. Green Bay at Detroit. Aaron Rodgers, of course, he's out for the season.
Yep.
I don't like what goes on in Detroit, but I still have Detroit winning.
I got Detroit as well.
And Kelvin.
You got Detroit.
Houston at Indianapolis. I have Indianapolis.
I got Houston.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
I have Indianapolis.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Put a K.
Head to head.
Chicago at Minnesota. I have Minnesota.
I have Minnesota.
Minnesota.
New York Jets at New England. Now, mind you, these last 2 games, Chicago at Minnesota, Jets at at New England, both teams, Minnesota and New England, may not even play their starters.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
But with that being said, I have New England winning the game.
I got New England.
I have New England.
It's too easy, y'all. We gotta get the fans riled up.
I know, man. Well, we're gonna see.
Washington Redskins at the New York Giants. I have the Redskins.
I also have the Redskins.
I got the Giants.
Uh-oh. We got one. Dallas at Philadelphia. I have Motown Philly back again.
Same here, man. Philly.
With Nick Foles, you just never know. So I'm gonna go with Dallas.
Uh-oh. Cleveland at Pittsburgh. I have Pittsburgh.
I have Pittsburgh this time.
You sure?
You sure you want to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh here.
Cleveland gonna go over.
Carolina at Atlanta. It should be a great game.
This may be a swing game.
This is going to be
a swing
important game because the Falcons must win to go to the playoffs, basically.
Yeah.
I have Carolina saying,
I also have Carolina,
Woo.
man.
Carolina wants that home field advantage, so I want Carolina.
Yeah. They've stepped up all season.
Kansas City at Denver. I have Kansas City.
We got KC.
KC.
Wow. Siddall?
Yeah, I know, man.
Oh, yeah, I got
One game.
Man.
Picks now.
I know. I'm gonna stay with my picks.
All right.
I'm gonna stay with my picks.
Jacksonville at Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
I have Jacksonville.
I have Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
Oh, I'm surprised he's going with Blake
I
Bortles.
can't believe I'm going with Bortles. But
He's going with
he
Blake
played no
Bortles.
terrible.
Right.
All right. San Fran at the Rams. Once again, well, excuse me, this was just reported recently.
Yeah.
McVay will not have Gurley starting or playing at all. Goff, some of the offensive linemen, Aaron Donald, they all not playing at all this game. I originally had the Rams, but I'm going with San Fran to win this game.
I'm going with the Rams. I'm gonna stick with
There
them.
we go.
I'm gonna stick with them.
I'm sticking with Jimmy G.
Uh-oh.
San Fran, baby.
Yo, so this is the game right here that could do it.
That could be it.
This could be it.
Buffalo at Miami. I have Buffalo.
Got Buffalo.
I'm gonna take Miami.
All right. Oakland at the Chargers.
Mm.
I have the Chargers.
I got the Chargers.
Chargers.
New Orleans at Tampa Bay. I have New Orleans.
I got that NO.
Yep. You know.
Cincinnati at Baltimore. I have Baltimore.
Be more.
Yeah, Baltimore.
That would be the last game for Marvin Lewis. It's for Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Lord. Arizona at Seattle to close it out. I have Seattle.
I got Seattle.
Yep, Seattle.
All right, so there's two games that we have a difference in.
Yep.
Houston at Indianapolis.
Yep.
San Fran at LA.
Yep.
Good luck to you, bro.
All right.
Good luck to you, man.
Fun.
Hey, I'm not gonna sway. I'm not gonna sway my picks because that's when I mess up. So we'll see.
And to all the followers, please
We'll see.
free.
They have the first annual platform pick'em champion.
Right, to all the followers, please feel free. Let us know your picks, who you got, who you're rolling with, who you think is going to win between yours truly and Siddall. Once again, I'm up by 1 win in the season. It's been it's been a very interesting season.
Yes.
Still didn't have Kaepernick, unfortunately. Do y'all ever see him coming back at all to the NFL playing?
No.
No, man.
Yeah,
Career's
unfortunately, I don't see it either.
He's like a Kurt Flood.
Mm.
You know, as soon as he challenged the establishment, no more chances.
How do you feel about a former Pittsburgh Steeler just signing to play with the arch enemy, the Patriots, James Harrison?
Wow, this is news to me.
He did not know. Yes, James Harrison was released a couple of days ago from Pittsburgh. Word is that he wanted out because he wasn't playing. And you know who swiped him up? New England.
I think it's more mind games than anything because that's what they do. They like to play mind games and they act all coy, like, oh, we're just playing the game. That's all. That's what we're doing. You know, they knew what they was doing. They knew.
You know, New England. They picked up Corey. The one you had Corey Dillon.
Yeah,
they picked up Steven Jackson. You know, they pick up these guys.
They made a trade, a Lawyer Malloy trade back in the day.
They feel like, hey, if one team don't want them, we'll get them right.
Yeah.
So I guarantee you're gonna see.
They'll get rid of you too. I mean, like a
Right.
Lawyer Malloy.
Right, you're gonna see Harrison make some noise coming up in the playoffs. He's gonna be excited to
and that's what they know. And that's what they know. They're gonna he's hungry.
Right.
And they need the help because they've been suspect on defense all year.
Right.
The only thing that's helped them is the referees.
And then once again, New England
no calling touchdown catches.
New England will be playing all their games at home for the playoffs until Super Bowl if they make it to Super Bowl. So there we go. I know you have the playoff picture.
Yes, we do, man. We got these playoff pictures right here. And right now, we'll start
playoff started today.
If it started today, the first seed, New England Patriots, and the second seed, Pittsburgh Steelers would get that first round bye in the AFC. And in the AFC wild card games, the 6th seed Tennessee Titans would play the 3rd seed Jacksonville Jaguars.
The 3rd time.
And the 5th seed Baltimore Ravens, clinging on to a spot, would play the 4th seed Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, and it's official. The Ravens are in the playoffs.
Yep.
I can't believe
it. That's crazy, ain't it? Because they had a very slow start.
Joe Flacco played like garbage.
He did. He did. And now all of a sudden,
they're the weakest league of the whole playoff.
Yeah, and real quick, Lee said that Harrison move was a boss move. Harrison is at the end of his career and feel like he still got something to give. We're going to find out.
All right, one last ride, man.
All right, and then in the NFC, why don't you shift it over a little bit so I can see.
Okay.
Thank you. In the NFC, the first round buyers belong to, it's official, 1st seed, the Eagles, 2nd seed, the Vikings. NFC wild card, looking at the Falcons at the Rams. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, high-powered offenses.
And then for the 3rd time, you'll see the Panthers at New Orleans. If the Saints win, they'll have a home game.
If this stays, that is going to be a black and blue type of NFL playoff game.
Yeah, buddy.
Man. They do not like each other.
Yeah, buddy. So that is the NFL. And like I said, man, it's just amazing. This, like last week we were talking about football season coming up, training camp.
Yeah.
Now we playoff mode. This is pretty.
Can I talk about one
incredible.
thing? One thing before we leave NFL. This catch rule, man. This catch rule has to change. Okay, look, I know the rules, and I joke about Patriots and all that. I know it's a rule. I know it's by the book, the way the referees are calling it, right? My argument is it's a bad rule. I mean, who's to say it's all about control of the ball. Who's to say if you shift the ball from right to left, do you still have control, right? So the ground causing it to move and shift doesn't really necessarily mean you don't have control of the ball. And especially when you cross the goal line, once you cross the goal line,
it should be it.
That's it. It should be it. Why then all of a sudden, if you're out of bounds, why is it that if you drop the ball, even if you're out of bounds, it's not a touchdown catch all of a sudden? It just doesn't make sense. I thought that everything was decided within the boundaries of the football field, right? Why are we looking at players diving out of bounds and making sure? Look, hey, they need to revisit this rule right now. It's costing people games and wins. You've seen it all year, and I suspect that it's going to happen in the playoffs in a critical moment, and if before you know it, it's probably going to happen in the Super Bowl.
And even Lee, he says they further taking the fun out of the game. SMDH. The catch rule is trash, or garbage, garbage. And, I agree with you. If a man catches the ball with his hands, that should be a catch.
He goes all the way to the ground with it, and it moves a little bit.
There should not be.
He still has the ball in his hand.
Should not be a point in football in which you did not survive the ground.
What is that? I almost threw the controller through the TV when I heard that.
He did not survive the ground.
We playing against the ground now? What kind of
So
we need to change.
Now the league already made a rule change that a referee cannot put a card in between.
That was comedy. That was just comedy, man. He was trolling people.
You're right. They should be able to make another rule real quick before the playoffs start in regards to a catch. like to play with the Bills and the Patriots.
Yeah, that was a touchdown, clear.
You know, and like you said before, referees should not be the story.
He shifted the ball in his other hand so he can brace himself for the fall. So him just doing that tells you that he has control of the ball. Mm-hmm. That's why the ball was moving. It wasn't that he was bobbling it. It was he was shifting it to shift his weight to go to the ground.
Right.
It was instinct.
Thoughts?
No, I agree. They need to change it like now.
Yeah, need to make that happen.
I don't know if they can change it now because it's a critical rule. You know, it's one of those things they got to discuss. But yeah, they need to revisit it.
I see tons of rule changes happening for 2019 or 18 season.
I do like the celebration rule.
Love it
up, man.
Oh,
it's been incredible. They have been very creative, and I like that, man.
Yeah. If you go to ESPN, they got like the best celebrations.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So shouts out to the NFL for not being considered all the way the non-fun league. So the dance are coming back. It's great.
Yeah, I like it.
You know, it brings more of a personal feel to it. And like I always say, you know, these guys, they train, they butts off from off season to off days to whatever.
They risk life and limb.
Exactly.
Let them have some fun.
They need to be rewarded.
Have some fun, man.
Be rewarded for getting a sack. Be rewarded for getting a touchdown. Let the guys have fun. You know, now we understand. Don't do no sexual gyrations kind of stuff.
Don't put no cell phone out the pad, and you know.
But no, I mean that I don't mind it either. Shoot, tell you the truth. But you know, just to get to a point in which let the guys have fun.
Yeah.
You know, they work their butts off. Let them feel the rewards. Shouts out to Josh Stanton. He's in the building.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Josh, what up, man?
There you go. See, hey, we're making things happen. This should be you right here as well, Josh. So come on through. Holler at us. Let's discuss.
I know you ain't scared. Come on down there.
Right.
You know what? We may have to have them on the show at the same time. Him and Kelvin.
Oh, man.
And like we could have like a quick commercial break.
I don't think the viewers can handle it.
We could have a commercial break and have them do a song together.
Right.
Hey, we can do it though. We pull up a little commercial.
And don't forget, you know, we do have plans in the future to be able to take our show on the road, meaning like at maybe a sports bar, get like a live audience with us and engage with others. This is going to really be a big show, as it already is coming to be now. But it's going to continue to expand and get better and better through time. So shouts out to all our followers. Much love to y'all. So how you feel so far about being on the show, man?
Man, this is great, man.
Now, we know you're a busy man. So we want to make sure before we continue on, do you have to go ahead and go now, or, you know, do you mind staying a little bit longer?
You know, I do got to catch that flight, man.
You gotta go
back overseas.
You gotta go to Switzerland, you know. You gotta go to Switzerland and do a show. You know?
Yeah, man. But definitely I'll be back next week.
All right.
After the New Year's, man. And I want to tell you guys I enjoy the show. I really do appreciate you guys.
Hey, thanks for coming by,
man. I'm a huge fan. And Happy New Year's to you guys.
Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it, bro.
Hey, I don't know about you, but let me stop playing. But yeah, so everyone, let's give. I would say give it up. But everyone, show some love. Give me some comments. Say shouts out to.
Get some likes. Press the like button to clap,
or a thumb up emoji or something like that.
Right.
For Kelvin
or the clap hand emoji.
He about to fly right on out of here. He probably gonna be in Amsterdam in about 2 hours. So
hey man, gotta kiss that jet.
There we go, man.
All right,
bro. So matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and walk him out. I'm gonna have Siddall to slowly give us the AP top 25 for college basketball.
The pressure's on me.
From 25 to 1. Try to go as slow as you can.
As I can.
I'll be right back.
I won't kill him with the slowness here. Let me adjust my seat as those two make their way out to his private jet. And let me talk about college basketball's top 25. All right. So at number 25, we have Creighton. Number 24, Florida State Seminoles. I'm going as slow as I can, y'all. Number 23, Seton Hall, sitting pretty there, 11-2 record. 22, we have Texas Tech. 21, Cincinnati Bearcats. Number 20, we have Gonzaga. Yes. 19, we have Tennessee. 18, we have Baylor. 17, we have Arizona. At 16, we have Kentucky. They haven't really been doing good this year, you know. They've been 9-2, but they're at 16. We'll see. Let's see if that changes. Number 15, Miami. They've had an impressive winning streak. They just had their first loss this past week. So shouts out to the U. At 14, we have Purdue. That's surprising there. Purdue is in the top 25 there. 13, we have North Carolina, UNC. Number 12, we have Oklahoma, 10-1 record, pretty good. Number 11, we have Kansas. Number 10, we got TCU. Number 9, we have Virginia. Number 8, Wichita State. That rhymes. Number 7, we have West Virginia. Number 6, Xavier. Number 5, Texas A&M. Number 4, Duke. At number 3, we have Arizona State. Number 2, Michigan State. And holding on in the number 1 spot.
The number 1 spot.
We got Villanova. Hey, how did I do, man?
Hey, for what I'm saying, you must did also because everyone's still on.
Oh, yeah. They didn't leave. Oh, he's boring. Cut it off.
Matter of fact, we just added another one. Add another one. All right.
Another one.
Another one.
Another one.
Another one. All right. So that was the college basketball top 25. We're going to stick with basketball. Earlier, you alluded to this game.
Oh, man.
It was a very frustrating game to watch if you are a Mizzou basketball fan.
Let me tell you what, man. We sat right here watching it right behind us at the getaway. And, man, oh, man, I thought we were going to lose our voices. If this was a live show, they would have had the bleepers on.
Right.
They would have had the bleepers on us because we were saying things that the pastors wouldn't approve of. Sorry. But Mizzou, my goodness. Now we're alluding to the bragging rights game with Illinois at Mizzou. Tough team in Illinois, but the thing was Mizzou came out flat. They was not ready to play. It was clear that they were playing lethargic, weak, any kind of adjectives you can add in. Man.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, once again, bragging rights game. It was a lot of hype going to the game. Conzo Martin, his crew, a lot of Mizzou was ranked top 10 in regards to recruiting. Illinois, they were robbed of one of our recruits. Jeremiah Tillman, he originally was going to go to Illinois under the former coach. Then once the former coach from Illinois got fired, I think it was John Gross. Then they got Brad Underwood, and Jeremiah Tillman was like, I'm not really sure. Conzo Martin came into Mizzou, snatched him up. So it's been like a little bit of a, okay, you're going to leave us for them kind of thing. But yeah, the Skytrade Arena, the renovated Skytrade, it was live. It was packed. Mm-hmm. It was a great atmosphere for the first time since maybe the Frank Haight days. And Mizzou came out looking lethargic.
They was not ready at all.
It was terrible. They had so many turnovers. They didn't get the loose balls. When you had the opportunity to get a rebound, you try to use one hand and go all soft and not grab it with two hands with some aggression. Our guard play is what's really hurting Mizzou right now. We have a few point guards. We have 3 actually. Blake Harris, the freshman. Jordan Geis, he's been second year on the team now. He's a junior. And then Terrence Phillips, 3 years on the team. He's a junior.
There's no reason why you should get flustered when you get pressured on the ball when you have that kind of experience.
Right.
You just move the ball around. Find guys, find open guys, move the ball. They would get pressure, double team, and they didn't know what to do. They would turn the ball over.
It was frantic, and it was pretty incredible how they could not handle the pressure that Illinois brought. And then it got so bad that the second half of the game, Jordan Geis, who 2 games ago had a career high, almost 30 points in the game, he didn't play the whole second half at all. Blake Harris, the freshman point guard, he's one of the touted prospects. He hasn't had a great start to the season. He's been averaging like maybe around 15 minutes a game. He'll play the first few minutes of the game or first, couple minutes and a half, first half. In the second half, he won't see as much clock. Let me tell you, whatever Council Morton said in their locker room, it resonated to him.
Yeah.
To him. He finally came out and did his thing. He was aggressive. When the pressure came, he is so fast that he can elude a double team. So as soon as he's seeing 2 guys coming right to you, he's finding a way to shoot right through or going around, and he's attacking the hole, something that was not done in the first half of the game. Attack the hole, cause the defense to to come into the hole.
To collapse.
And you get collapse, thank you. And dish it out to the man outside. The problem was when he started doing that, we had opportunities to get from like a 10-point lead to like a 7 to maybe a 4 to a 1. And every time he would go into the hole and create an opportunity for an outside shooter like Barnett or Cassius Robinson, they would miss the crucial 3-pointer. Mizzou all season long so far has been a great team shooting from 3-pointers, from 3-point line. But this past game, they just cannot do it.
And they should have adjusted. Instead, you see yourself missing the 3. Don't be afraid of the mid-range jumper. Get yourself a mid-range jumper and get the easier shot and make those baskets. If they would have just made their baskets, made the easier shots, they would have been in the game at the end.
Right.
And it would have been easier. but instead, they still were stubborn, trying to make that 3-point shot, and they just got carried out of the game.
Oh, breaking news. Josh Stanton will be here next week.
All right.
Breaking news.
Hey, come on down. It's gonna be a mega show next week.
It's gonna be a jam-packed show.
It's gonna be live, though.
We can't wait. Hey, we ready. We
ready.
But yes, going back, shout out also to Robert Henry. He's an old softball teammate of mine. Good dude. Tell Marcel I said what's going on. Shout out to your family as well. But yes, going back to Mizzou. John Tay Porter, the younger brother of Michael Porter Jr. He hasn't been himself since they had their earlier tournament in Florida. He had his coming out party when he had the tournament in Florida. He scored like maybe 13, 15 points, whatever. He was getting rebounds. He was getting assists, making the outside jumpers. But ever since then, and this is what college basketball can do to you, especially him being younger. Of course, he should really be in high school and be a senior right now. Mm-hmm. But he be classified so he can join his brother. And I think it's kind of showing right now that he can't make that adjustment when teams are doing a scouting report. They respect him for what he can do.
Yeah.
And they're putting pressure on him, putting more of a body on him, and he cannot bring out his full game he did before.
He clams up.
So, and he starts to, I don't want to call him soft because he's not a soft player.
No, he just clams up.
But he needs to show more assertiveness. And when you go for a rebound, you got to be like, you ain't getting this.
Got to be aggressive. Got to be aggressive under the basket.
Use your size, attack the hole. Start being more of a playmaker and start being more of a dominant guy. Same thing with Kevin Perrier. He started out the season very good. He's I believe he's a junior he's a senior, I believe. Junior or senior. He's been with the team since day one with Kim Anderson. They expected big things from him. He has not shown up like he should be. Tillman has done a great job. He's constantly getting better and better. Barnett has been consistent. Terrence Phillips, third year junior now, point guard. Started off with Kim Anderson a couple years ago, starting almost every game. This year, he hasn't started one game at all.
Yeah.
And we need these guys to step up. If Mizzou want to get to the NCAA tournament, starting next week when they start conference play, because it's going to be a tough road going through the SEC. Blake Harris, you need to bring the same mojo and confidence and swag that you had in the second half and bring it for both halves of the game. Mizzou's going to add 5 to 10 more wins to their season total. Jonte Porter, I know it's an adjustment, but you got to meet that.
You know what they say? They say you can't tiptoe into a fist fight.
No.
You got to go in aggressive. The way they played the other day will not fly in the tournament.
Right.
So they got to go in to conference play and be aggressive. Learn from that game and go into conference play aggressive and playing their game.
Right.
With confidence.
Right. Jordan Geis, you have to learn how to handle the pressure, because if you can't handle the pressure, you can't set up your other guys to succeed. You're going to be on the bench like you was the second half of the game. So Cassius Robinson, when the opportunity comes, make the shot. Him and Barnett. When the opportunity comes, y'all was wide open and missed some good shots to have. So Mizzou, you have the opportunity to make some noise. Hopefully, Michael Porter Jr. will be able to come back this season. It's undetermined. We'll see.
Sounds like a long shot.
Yeah, it is, but we shall see. That was college basketball, and now I believe we're ready for the NBA.
Yeah.
We had a slew of good, not just no whatever games. We had a slew of good NBA Christmas games.
I thoroughly enjoyed Christmas Day. Like, usually there's like a throwaway game. It wasn't no throwaway game here.
They all were pretty good. First game up, the Philadelphia 76ers, Joel Embiid, first time playing at Madison Square Garden.
Mm-hmm.
Ben Simmons versus the New York Knicks. And remember back in the day, I believe Philadelphia and New York kind of have that rivalry. I know with football they had that rivalry going on.
Yeah.
You started to see a little bit of that chippiness on Christmas Day against those two teams. And especially anytime you play Joel Embiid, he's like the troll king of the NBA. If you say one thing on Instagram, Twitter, whatever, he'll light a fire.
Right.
But and same thing.
You see what he did with against the Warriors, right?
Right, right.
That triple overtime game.
Then you have someone like Enes Kanter from the Knicks. He doesn't back down from a challenge. He didn't back down against LeBron. He don't back down against anyone.
Not at all.
So it was a great game throughout. The Knicks had a lead. Philadelphia had a lead. It was seesawing back and forth. Philadelphia ended up winning that game. Second game, which was the marquee game of the day.
What everybody came to see.
Cleveland Cavaliers at Golden State. And if you're going to highlight something very soon on one of our next topics coming up.
Oh, yeah. Several topics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What a game.
Yeah. Great game.
This was even without Steph Curry. Even without Isaiah Thomas, you still saw a wonderful game. Had a few controversial moments.
No calls.
Man. But Golden State still shows that they are the cream of the crop.
Yeah.
Bottom line. I said this before the season started for our predictions, that I just cannot see Golden State not winning the championship. Could be wrong. We shall see.
Yeah.
But for them to do what they did against the Cavaliers without Steph Curry, just imagine what's going to go down when Steph Curry is healthy.
Yeah, but you know what? Who Isaiah Thomas wasn't there either, though.
That's true.
So,
that is true.
You know, he's gonna get a lot more minutes, and he's gonna open up a lot more plays for his teammates, LeBron and the game. So,
and then I know Lee, you probably not happy with me saying that. I want to be wrong about Cleveland, and we shall see. What
you mean I'm not the only one that's like pessimistic about a team?
Hey, sometimes it happens like that.
Yeah,
but Isaiah Thomas. He's going to bring a different dimension that's desperately needed because it's going to allow LeBron James to kind of say, you know what, I can back a little bit.
And I would take their time if I was Cleveland. Just take your time. Don't rush him back. Make sure he's fully healed, and then bring him back in the right time.
So, and something else that you can't forget about in regards to Golden State is that they have a great defense.
Oh, most definitely. You mean,
and especially with Kevin Durant stepping up his game with his defensive skills as well.
Those block shots are just
incredible.
Crucial.
Now, some block shots maybe was not.
Yeah. A non-block shot. I don't know what you call it. I know what I call it. I call it a foul. But the referees didn't call the foul.
Right.
I'll get into that later in the show.
Right. Which leads to our next game.
Yeah, got it.
Right here, I'm about to jump to the next time
now.
Next game was the battle of two former Chaminade players from St. Louis and another player from Missouri out of Porter. Washington Wizards versus the Boston Celtics. Another great game. It's a rivalry. And what was good about each game this year was that all these teams were playing themselves for the first time all season long.
Yeah.
So
since the playoffs and since they've had heating.
Yeah. So that was really cool.
So the build-up was there.
Right. And once again, the Wizards did go to Boston and win. So Boston's kind of sliding down a little bit, folks.
Just a little bit.
A little bit. Because now, and I believe we'll bring this up in a minute in regards to our standings, there is another team up top in the East.
Ice and water people.
Baca. But stay tuned. Next game, another good game, of course. Houston at OKC. We are starting to see OKC figure some things out.
Yes, we're finally seeing them start to come around now. You know, especially with their big three that they have. You know, Westbrook, you got PG-13, and then you got Carmelo. So, hey, they stepped up.
Yeah, and one thing that had to happen was, of course, sacrifice. And there was an article saying that Carmelo Anthony basically had to start realizing that, hey, I got to change up my game to better the team. So if he had to be more of a spot shooter, except for just always having control of the ball and then holding the ball and trying to make plays, allow PG-13 or allow your MVP, Russell Westbrook, do that, and you spot up, and you'd be set up for better opportunities.
Yeah, because he had to do that in the past. He had to carry the team because he was the one. He's not the one anymore. Yeah, that's okay. Just distribute the ball and get and find plays and make plays for your teammates.
And see, here's the thing: is that Carmelo isn't the young whippersnapper no more. You know, he old head now, and if you're trying to get to the playoffs and get deep into the playoffs, you got to do things that will give you the opportunity to elevate yourself to a different level.
Yeah. Shouts out to Annie Greer. She has made her way to the show.
We need her on the show. It's not football season no more. we need.
Hey, the playoffs is coming up, so
yeah, come on through.
In college football, hey,
and we still have not had a woman on this show yet.
Yeah.
So why don't you be our first? Let us know, Ann. Or is it Annie?
Annie.
Annie, let us know so we can have you on The show.
Two-time women's football league champion.
Right. So then the next matchup, once again, I'm sorry, Houston, they kind of slide a little bit too. They had a 14-game winning streak. Now I believe they lost 2 in a row.
Yeah.
And then Chris Paul is also hurt again.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Yeah. Then the last game, which was it was interesting because of the broadcast team. The Timberwolves faced the Lakers. Timberwolves did win. Another good game. Lonzo didn't play because he was hurt. But you're seeing more and more of Kyle Kuzma. He is freshman, rookie for the Lakers. He has been balling. He's improving his game more and more. He's starting to build up that assassin mentality from one Kobe Bean Bryant.
Yeah.
So we shall see about the Lakers
mentoring.
Years down the road. But what was so interesting about that game, I didn't even know until I saw the actual broadcast myself. The broadcast crew was the TNT studio team of Shaq, Ernie, Kenny, and Charles Barkley.
Oh, wow.
Now you're talking about some great television. Yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed it because Charles Barkley, he keeps it real.
Yeah, they get all excited.
Don't hold back. You know how him and Shaq go. Kenny, Ernie is always a consummate pro.
Right. But Kenny's the one that's like trying to veer him into basketball.
He's like
talk.
He's more of the head coach.
Yeah.
He know the play.
You got the 2 jokers on the end.
Right. Not saying Shaq don't know or Charles, but Kenny more of that analyst guy.
Yeah, he's the analyst.
But Barkley and Shaq, it was wonderful. The best time,
comedy. The
best moment I saw was when Karl Anthony Towns dunked on someone from the Lakers. And you know how Shaq has his barbecue chicken?
Barbecue chicken.
So Shaq was like, barbecue chicken. And then Karl Anthony Towns looks up at Shaq, barbecue chicken. Barbecue chicken. It was great. Check it out on YouTube. It was great.
Yeah, definitely.
So once again, a slew of games, great NBA action for you. Which leads to this next subject. Last week, as we brought up the hype for Golden State and the Cavaliers, I said, Steph Curry won't be playing. But I look forward to a particular matchup of these two guys, KD versus LeBron James. And let me tell you, it lived up to the hype. But KD, once again, outshined LeBron in the matchup. KD did have some calls that favored his way.
Or I should say, no calls.
Exactly.
That favored his way.
LeBron James didn't have his typical, overall great, efficient performance. And one thing I noticed, when LeBron plays defense against the Golden State Warriors, he likes to play other guys on defense.
He does. I don't see him playing against KD.
But then KD always plays defense against LeBron James.
Somebody ain't scared, and somebody is.
I ain't saying someone's scared, but
someone's scared.
When I see LeBron James face other guys in the league, or maybe just Golden State, he try to find a way to, attack the hole.
Oh yeah, because he can get that off.
But when it comes up against KD, every time I saw that matchup, I was waiting. I was sitting back like, take him to the hole, LeBron. Take him to the hole. LeBron will have the same move every time. He'll do a little jab step, dribble, step back, 3-pointer. Every time.
Every time. It's like two lions fighting, They're both, a lion is feared, alone. But when two lions meet, that's when you see who the true king is. And in this particular matchup,
keep it real.
Kevin Durant.
Keep it real.
outshine the king. And as you can see in the description, I think the king has met his heir. It's Kevin Durant. Now, overall, looking at the big picture, do I think LeBron is getting outshined? No. But right now, he is. And it's just like when Kobe Bryant, a young Kobe Bryant, faced Michael Jordan, or young Allen Iverson crossing over a Jordan. It's just one of those things, where, hey, sometimes Father Time is undefeated. The question is Father Time creeping up on LeBron? Now, I know it may be too soon to say. It may be a little bit premature, but it's inevitable. It's going to come. It's going to come a time where LeBron's going to have to give up the throne. Do you think this is the time where the time has come where he's starting to think about Father Time creeping up on him?
I wouldn't say Father Time. I would just say it's similar to, maybe Father Time does have a little bit into it, but it reminds me of when a younger LeBron James was on the rise and he was starting to finally take over the spot that Kobe Bryant had.
Yeah.
Like the things that Kobe Bryant used to do, it couldn't really do no more.
Yeah.
And I think I'm seeing the same thing with LeBron and KD. It's like LeBron used to be like just doing everything. It doesn't matter who was in front of him. But KD was coming. He's coming. But now it's shifting to which KD, because KD has a better outside jumper.
Sure does.
And who can block his jumper when he's already 7 feet tall?
Yeah.
The jumper is pure. LeBron James don't have that. Then because the jumper is so pure, KD can do a quick jump fake and still use his long arms to stretch from the free throw line to the hoop and get you a layup.
In one step.
His game is evolving more and more. Plus, Kevin Durant playing with Golden State, and I give it big kudos to Draymond Green. Kevin Durant had a killer instinct mentality in OKC, but
that's questionable. He
wasn't pushed and driven like he's been pushed and driven by Draymond Green and Steve Kerr.
Yeah.
To bring out that ferociousness, that, you know what, I don't care about you, your mama, your kid. You know what I'm saying? He's playing, especially with everyone dogging him out for what he did last year. He won the chip. Not only did he win the chip, but he was the finals MVP. That says a whole lot.
Yeah, he's got that swagger now, man.
And now this guy is doing it. And that moment when he made that 3-pointer over LeBron.
Oh, game 3.
That was like a big signature moment for him, especially in the big stage. And then now another matchup against LeBron. And you always up to the task to say, LeBron, I want you. Remember when Kobe Bryant in the All-Star game wanted LeBron? Like, let's go. Come on, let's go one-on-one.
He wouldn't go out there.
LeBron would not take it one-on-one.
Wouldn't go out.
And like, what's going on, LeBron, that, you're not taking this challenge on more and more? Like Jordan, back in the day, if someone wanted Jordan would call you the whole game.
You better not try to call out Jordan, because
Kobe Bryant, same
Jordan
thing.
Will be on you like white on rice.
I mean, Kobe Bryant, it doesn't matter. You want me? Okay, the whole game. Let's go. Ain't you take him
ain't
the first half.
Ain't nobody else on the court. You and me.
So, yes, the king has met his heir, and it's KD. KD is continually he is consistently getting there and getting there and getting there.
LeBron's got to show some fight. I think he's got to change up his game a little bit, evolve. Not just change, just evolve.
Yeah,
he just needs to evolve. I think he's got a lot left in the tank. He's just got to develop other parts of his game, just like Kobe did. Just like Kobe did. But as far as that being that dominant guy, it's starting to fade.
But he's still overall, in regards to his position and everything, still probably the most dominant player.
Yeah, but not as dominant.
But when he faces off against Kevin Durant, he looks timid. That's what I'm saying. And once again, I want to be wrong. LeBron James, to me, is the best player in the game still. But Durant is freaking right there. He is right there. He's like 1A, 1B. I look forward to the next matchup. I believe it's in February. Let's see. Lee, I was waiting on you, Lee. Let's go. Let's see. I'm seeing 15 years to 1.5. Y'all tripping. You can't compare LeBron to Jordan because they play, and we ain't comparing LeBron to Jordan at all.
No, we ain't comparing LeBron to Jordan.
Not at all. The only person I can compare LeBron to is Kobe Bryant. Jordan to is Kobe Bryant, because Kobe Bryant, his game mirrored a lot.
Yeah, Jordan.
Of Jordan. LeBron is fine where he is, as been proved for you critics, how he facing the current team. So once again, I'm not saying that LeBron has lost it at all.
No, he hasn't lost it.
All I'm saying
he's slipping down just a little bit.
And yeah, of course, 15 years, and like I said, that cannot be matched by no one else.
It ain't nothing against LeBron, his greatness.
Right.
It's father time.
Right. But
can't beat him.
And my thing is, I'm not even talking about father time. I'm just talking about
am.
Right, he is.
I am.
I'm referring to just the matchup with him and KD. It seems like KD is starting to get LeBron's number. Remember how during the Boston Celtics matchups with Cavaliers and LeBron and Paul Pierce, it was something about that matchup.
Yeah.
When Paul Pierce was the truth, and he was that dude.
He was.
But LeBron James came,
overtook him.
And it's like Kevin Durant, he's younger, and his game, he has more to his game. And it's making it be a problem, just like Giannis Antetokounmpo. Look at how his game is starting to develop. He's starting to be a problem too.
Look out for him.
Let's see. He said that's true. Kobe and Jordan are about the same, with Jordan having the edge. Of course, can't no one have more of an edge more than Jordan.
Right.
Bottom line. And I'm never gonna say LeBron is like Jordan at all, because he's not.
It's two different games.
Two different guys. Two different mindsets.
2 different games.
LeBron is
two different positions.
LeBron's gonna always be, even though he can probably Kevin Durant may have something to say about this by the end of his career, but LeBron could possibly leave the league, leave in retirement, being an all-time scorer.
Yeah,
but Kevin Durant,
he asked, Lee asked, what has KD added to his game?
Mentality. Because now he is a winner.
Yeah, you couldn't say that. You couldn't say that when he was with OKC.
Look what happened to LeBron's game.
Couldn't say it.
Look what happened to LeBron's game once LeBron tasted the championship. His game evolved.
He learned. It elevated, actually. He elevated.
Exactly. He understood how to win a championship. Now that KD has that, you're seeing it from his game now. And like I said, he has more of an outside game than LeBron James. If you have LeBron James at the free throw line and you need 3 shots to win the game, do you feel LeBron James will make all 3, or will KD win shoot and make all 3? Let me know, Lee. But like I said, KD is the mentality now. He said mentality, huh? He said now he is reckless and disrespectful. Playing with the arsenal of a 10, you be confident too.
See.
There you go.
But look, hey, they didn't have Steph Curry.
Exactly.
They didn't have a full artillery.
Right.
You can't say that about this game at Christmas time. They didn't have all the bullets in the rifle.
And then people can say the same thing about LeBron James. You know, he didn't get a ring until he
got to the big three
with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, because he had to be
with some, you know, that was the argument about the Jordan and LeBron thing. Well, LeBron, he needed the big three to win. So it's the same argument.
He said that's facts. He's talking about one game. No, we're talking about the NBA Finals last year. That was 5 games.
Yeah, we got a little host of games that we could talk about.
Not 7 games. We're talking about 5 games plus 1 game this year. So and Kevin Durant LeBron James did have a triple-double. But once again, when it came down to that challenge, LeBron did not take KD like he should have. That's all I'm saying. And I personally feel that, yes, LeBron James is the best still. He is the best. He's the king. But there is someone tugging. Hey, dog.
Yep.
Hey, dog, you got room for one more?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's basically all that I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is that KD is remember that song, that album by Bone Thugs, Creeping on the Come Up?
Creeping on the Come Up.
That's what's going on right now. Is KD is showing it. I'm not going to go all out like Skip Bayless and say KD is better than LeBron, you know, but it's right there.
That's the chief LeBron hater right there. Talking about Skip Bayless,
right? Lee and Lee is with the majority. You know, that team, Golden State, was already loaded without KD. Yes, they were. But KD added the extra element because if KD was
but there's no doubt. They
on.
were loaded, but there was no doubt that KD carried them to that championship.
And
no doubt about that.
And Lee, last year, I was right there with you because I was going back and forth with him about the move KD made. You know?
Yep, we did. On the show, right?
Yeah. And I said last year, but earlier this year.
Yeah, earlier this year.
During the playoffs.
Yeah, last season.
I was complaining about, you know, the move KD was made. But KD, without KD on that team, I don't think they would have beaten Golden State, not in 5 games like they did last year, because beat Cleveland. They wouldn't have beaten Cleveland in 5 games last year. KD added a whole nother element, a whole nother problem.
A whole nother problem.
A whole nother problem.
He's a problem, man.
To add on to it.
He's a problem for LeBron right now.
But the bottom line, yes, KD is the heir.
Yeah. He
is the heir.
It's hard to comprehend, man. But when the greats go down, it's always hard.
Once again, LeBron has not gone down. He still has some years left.
He slipped.
But KD is like,
he slipped just a little bit.
I'm in the club, dog. I'm in the club.
It's a slight stumble, just a little slip. He didn't fall, stumble.
All right. So that was a good conversation.
Yeah.
That's the kind of stuff that we want to continue to have on this
right on, Lee,
show.
Man. We got to get you back here one of these days.
Hey, man, please come to the show, man. Come on through. Let's discuss. Let's do it. So,
NBA standings. NBA. Let's start it off. I'm going to start it off over here in the West.
15-1. Here
Number
we go.
15 got the Mavericks. 14 Grizzlies. 13 Kings. 12 the Lakers. 11 the Suns. 10 the Clippers. They just crazy. Number 9 the Jazz. Number 8 the Pelicans. Number 7 the Trailblazers. Number 6 the Nuggets. Number 5 the Thunder. 5-game win. They coming.
They're coming.
Number 4 the Timberwolves. 3 the Spurs. 2 the Rockets. They slipping. And the number 1 is the Warriors.
And see, last week at this time, the Thunder were ranked 7th. And now they're at number 5 because of a 5-game win. It's amazing what 1 week can do for a team. In the East, 15 Hawks. 14 Magic. 9-game losing streak. 13 Bulls. 12 Hornets. 11 Nets. 10 Philadelphia 76ers. 9 the Knicks. 8 the Heat. 7 the Bucks, 6 the Pacers. 5 the Wizards. 4 the Pistons. 3 the Cavaliers. 2, and actually they just lost the game, so they're back down number 2 now. That's the Raptors and number 1, Boston Celtics. So that's the NBA.
Yeah.
Once again,
great discussion on the NBA.
Hey, I love it. Keep it up, man. That's what we want. Once again, Isaiah Thomas will be back soon, maybe by the next couple of days.
Yeah.
So let's see how he implements his skills to the Cavaliers. What do we have up next?
We got the NHL, man. Let's start off with the standings here. And I'm going to go in the West as always. NL Central, we have the Blues. And we go by points. We all know that now. They have 48 points. Predators, 47. Winnipeg Jets, 46. Stars at 43. The Blackhawks at 39. Wild at 39 as well. And then the Avalanche is at 37. In the Pacific Division, we have the Golden Knights still holding strong. 48 points, 4-game winning streak. The Kings at 48 as well. Sharks, 42. The Ducks, 40. Calgary Flames, 39. The Oilers at 36. Canucks at 35. And the Coyotes at 21.
All right. In the East, my brother to the East. Atlantic Division, Lightning, 54 points. Tops in all of hockey.
Yeah.
Maple Leafs, 45. Bruins, 43. Canadians, 36. Panthers, 35. Red Wings, 33. Senators, 30. Sabres, 25. In the Metropolitan Division, Devils, 47. Capitals, 46. Blue Jackets, 46. Rangers, 42. Islanders, 42. Hurricanes, 39. Penguins, 39. Philadelphia Flyers, 38. On the home front, Blues are still struggling, trying to find themselves.
Are they still injured?
Yes. One of their top scorers is Jaden Schwartz. He's out for a few weeks. He's one of their top scorers. He's been out. He won't be around, and the Blues have missed him in regard to offense. Their best overall player, Vladimir Tarasenko, he has been going through a scoring drought, haven't had a lot of goals recently at all. So need the Blues to find a way, man. Find a way to get some offense going. Long season. We had some great goaltending all year long, but we got to get more goal scoring from more of our players. Going back, Lee said, y'all misunderstanding how, and bold letters, how the Warriors got through the West. I mean, I don't see how we misunderstanding anything.
Look, the only thing I understand is from last season, the Warriors are the NBA champions. Now, how they got there or whatever is irrelevant. They're champs.
Now, San Antonio could have scared.
They're champs.
San Antonio could have scared Golden State, but Kawhi got hurt, and that changed the whole dynamic of that series.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda, man.
Yeah.
They're champs right now until they get dethroned this year. If that happens,
yeah,
they're still the champs.
So once again, this has been a great show. A lot of comments,
man.
Getting new people
We're
to
getting
join
down
us.
to the nitty gritty here.
And
last thing to talk
nitty-gritty
about tonight.
All right, so of course we got some wrestling.
Yes, indeed. They're getting ready for that Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah, about 5 more weeks to go to the Royal Rumble in Philadelphia.
Yeah, man.
The same place where Roman Reigns got booed the heck out.
Yeah. Roman Reigns is getting a little bit of cheers, man.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
he
is. Yeah, he's on the scene, man.
Yeah, so speaking of cheers, John Cena, he came back for an episode.
Yeah.
It was the first time that Monday Night Raw ever broadcasted live on Christmas Day.
Interesting.
Yeah, and John Cena kicked off everything and got interrupted by Elias Sampson.
Yeah.
Which led to a match, a pretty good match, which John Cena did end up winning the match.
Yeah.
We're not gonna go through each, each match. Just want to highlight certain things. One of the biggest takeaways is Dean Ambrose will be gone for about 9 months.
9 months. You know how the WWE kind of exaggerates that to kind of make him look good, but nah, he's got some torn ligaments, I believe, in his
Bicep.
Yeah, his arm. I knew his arm.
Yeah, so it's not looking good for Ambrose.
Speaking of injury, man, Are we there yet? I think that's Hideo Itami. He did the GTS, which he's the originator of, and hit Brian Kendrick with the GTS and really messed him up. He broke his nose and some bones in his face.
Yeah,
on accident, of course.
And with that being said,
it was an ugly looking injury.
With that being said, the WWE has now banned that move.
Really? Yes. Wow. They banned the GTS?
They banned that move.
Wow.
I had some other news, some breaking news earlier from my phone. I'm about to see if I can find it on Bleacher Report. I had a report, I don't know if it was about wrestling or something, but yeah, it was definitely banned effectively 2 days ago.
Because, he messed him up.
Yeah. Once again, we're getting ready for Royal Rumble. The first time ever at the Royal Rumble, we'll have a women's Royal Rumble match.
Yeah.
Also going to have a triple threat match with Brock Lesnar, Kane, and Braun Strowman.
Yeah, I think the biggest takeaway from that is it looks like they're trying to make the three of them look strong separately.
Mm-hmm.
They've had a couple of squash matches this Monday. Basically, Kane defeated, who was it? Yeah, he defeated Heath Slater, and I think Braun Strowman defeated somebody. So they're just trying to make them look separate, look strong separately, which is good. I would not put them in the same spot at the same time until the match goes down. That's how you protect the match in my eyes.
Oh, and here's the breaking news. Raw's own Paige injured herself at a live show tonight. That's the news.
Just tonight.
Yeah, she said they have here suffers possible shoulder injury during WWE live show. So as she just came back with Absolution.
Absolution had a big win Monday night.
And now Paige may be going again. She's kind of been pretty much injury prone too. And it's a very unfortunate, just like AJ Lee.
Yeah.
And
they're in the middle of a big program.
Yeah. So it's very unfortunate.
Between the, Absolution and everybody, and against everybody, basically.
Then in the cruiserweights, we're looking forward to seeing Cedric Alexander face off against Enzo Amore. Have you seen Cedric Alexander yet?
I have not caught his match.
You have got to catch
But I've heard about him. He's got a little buzz going.
Check him out.
And what's up with this Enzo Amore angle with Nia Jax? I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. They try to do so. They had a segment where they were under the mistletoe.
Yeah, they're about to kiss.
They was getting ready to get it on, and I think somebody pulled Nia Jax away.
Alexa Bliss.
It's like, man, what is up?
Yeah.
Are they trying to turn somebody face and somebody heel? What is going on?
Right.
You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of Latino Heat with Eddie Guerrero in China.
Right.
And Eddie Guerrero was trying to woo China. And like, what is this? This is an odd couple. Right. But it worked.
It did.
I think that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, we shall see about that. And then, going into SmackDown. Once again,
you wait a minute. The news of the night. Somebody won the tag team champions.
Oh, I'm sorry. How can I forget?
Yeah, gotta give love to Jason Jordan.
Right, we had a surprise tag team championship turnover.
Yeah,
new champions, Jason Jordan and Seth Rollins. And see, I wonder if the original plan was for Dean Ambrose and Seth to win the belt.
Probably, but I think this could work, and this is why. I believe if they play their cards right, this is a good way to have Jason Jordan turn heel. Jason Jordan, tag team titles. He's semi-replacing Dean Ambrose. And then I could see Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns kind of shooing them off like, nah, you're not it. And him trying to gain their respect and them kept on shooing them until he snaps and turns heel. Now I can see that happen.
Now, another reason why they may have won. If you haven't heard, but Sheamus is going through a bad neck injury, similar to what Tyson Kidd is going through. Something that forced him to go ahead and retire.
Edge, Stone Cold Steve Austin. This goes on, and
so Sheamus has been told to not take certain bumps. So that could also be another reason why he no longer has the belt.
That's very unfortunate,
It is. But yeah, so we do have new tag team champions in regards to on Raw. Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan.
Yeah.
Now moving on to SmackDown, they are having a tournament for the U.S. Championship title.
Yeah.
Reason why?
Yeah. So, the newly crowned champion, Dolph Ziggler, just gave up his belt. Just like that. Relinquished it. So we don't know if this is some kind of angle or he leave. I don't know. All this time, all this fight, it's like he climbed up the ladder, he's jobbing out to people, and he finally got his shine, and then he releases the title. I don't get it right now. Hopefully there's something to this. But yeah, it just didn't make sense. But nonetheless, we have this tournament coming up. And I think the opening was Bobby Roode and Baron Corbin again. Of course, Bobby Roode won.
Yeah.
Again.
And then
kick it off.
Jinder Mahal faced the Perfect 10, Ty Dillinger. Jinder Mahal won. Maybe this could be what T-Bone was talking about last week. That Mahal may be better suited for the U.S. title.
Yeah, I think him pursuing a title, would better suit his character, build his persona. That's what I like.
Another development in regards to the Tag Team Championship for SmackDown.
Yeah.
Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin will be facing off against the Usos.
Yep, because which was a great match.
It was.
A triple threat tag team match. You had the New Day, you had Rusev and Aiden English against the winners. You just said them. Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable. Right. So they came out on top. It was a great match. A lot of people got their spots off in the match. The crowd was clearly behind Rusev. Rusev Day. They were chanting Rusev Day from the jump.
Yeah.
But in true WWE fashion, they didn't give the people what they want, at least for right now.
Give the people what they want.
Right. I love that show, by the way.
Oh, man.
That podcast is awesome. Yeah. So Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable is gonna go and face the tag team champions.
Yeah, and then another match was the main event: AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens, and
that was gonna be a great match. Them two in a match.
With the interference somewhat from Shane McMahon, Kevin Owens ended up winning that match, and AJ did not like that at all.
AJ did not like it, and you know what? Daniel Bryan, I think he accused Shane McMahon of turning into his father.
Right. And Shane didn't like that.
But he's got a good point. Now it's affecting not only, Kevin Owens, it's affecting other people now.
Right.
So.
And it looks like there could be a possible build-up for a incredible and interesting match with possibly the return of Daniel Bryan facing off against Shane McMahon. Typical McMahon fashion. Take all the
that
glory.
Is if Daniel Bryan is cleared. Now I heard rumors that he is cleared. So we'll see.
Which leads to an interesting topic.
Yes.
Who had the best year in the WWE? Meaning, whether it was from the title run or the coming out party, who to you?
You said man and woman. So, ladies first. I like to say Naomi. I'm a big fan of Naomi. But I have to say Alexa Bliss. I say Alexa Bliss. She's been consistently the champ all year. She's in almost every promo now when you talk about, women's wrestling right now. I think she had a big promo in one of the pay-per-views recently, front and center. Usually reserved for the men, but she's there. And she's always been there. Through all the craziness of the first ever women's Money in the Bank ladder matches and this and that. I mean, she's been a consistent winner. You can't take that away from her. She's a heel. I don't know. It's just like her heel character is kind of like, I understand why she's a heel, but I don't really care.
Right.
If that makes sense. And as far as the men, this was a toss-up.
Wow.
This was a toss-up. And I had to break this out. I hope I'm not breaking any rules here. But as far as in-ring, Braun Strowman.
Okay.
Braun Strowman.
He did have a great year.
Braun Strowman.
Coming out party.
But when it comes to that microphone game, when it comes to the promo, I got to give it up to The Miz.
Oh, my God.
Got to give it up to The Miz. This dude here.
Oh, my Lord.
He has taken his promo game to the next level. I have become a fan of The Miz. Now he's off to make the movie, and, he's gone away. But if you look at it, if you look at The Miz to Rise, he alone put The Miz to Rise in a different place where they started in 2017. They started 2017. They were the bottom of the barrel. I was waiting on them to get released by the WWE.
Pretty much. And
they joined The Miz to Rise, and now you see him on Raw with their segment with the elves. That was kind of comical. And so, they're starting to get over with the fans as well, if you notice. Mm-hmm. And that's all because of The Miz and his promo work. It's superb.
Well, let me just cut the suspense short, because you pretty much took my guys, the people. I have The Miz overall because he elevated the U.S. title when he had it.
Did, yeah.
And he elevated the Intercontinental Championship when he had it. He had so many great moments from engaging with John Cena. Remember, who faced John Cena at WrestleMania when Cena proposed?
The Miz.
When the Shield came back, who was right behind all that?
The Miz.
Great promos.
That was not by accident, people.
Great promos, and no better promo since probably, CM Punk.
Yeah.
Since then, when you saw The Miz on Smack Talk Live.
Yeah, Talk Live.
Going at it with Daniel Bryan.
Did that happen this year or last year?
That happened this year. It was earlier this year. And he went in.
It was last year.
He went in on Daniel Bryan.
That was incredible. I'm like, I still go back and watch that. I had to watch it over and over again when it happened to analyze. Yeah, that did happen this year. Mm-hmm. Because we were debating, was that a work?
Right.
Or was that for real? And it was a long time in wrestling where I questioned something was real.
Right.
Because, we know the nature of wrestling. But the way he reacted was so natural. It was like he was naturally upset at the whole conversation and how it went down, to where you're like, man, is that a work shoot?
Like, wait a minute.
Is that a work?
Like, wait a minute.
Is it all the way a shoot? What was it? That was good.
Yeah.
He was getting red in the face and everything. The vein was popping out of his neck. It was incredible.
Yeah. Then, for him to also announce that his wife is having a baby, there's a whole lot going on for him. This man has came a long way in regards to wrestling. He used to be considered a joke, but now,
he was a locker room joke. They would bully him.
But now, like he says, he is must see. He does the thing that's required to lift up careers, to put a spotlight on someone. You need someone to hold things down. The Miz does that. He's the perfect guy who entertained LeVar Ball and his sons.
It was the Miz. If there's something important happening, the Miz is involved in it because his promo game is on point. And I predict one thing. He's off to do a move. We know that. And usually when people come back with ovation. I think he's going to come back with a rousing ovation because people are going to appreciate his work. They already do.
Because he is the Miz and he is awesome.
Yep.
For the females, since you took Alexa Bliss from me, because I had her
you had her too.
I'm going to go ahead and say this run that she has had has been one of the longest reigning runs in regards to women entertainment. And that's Asuka. Dominated NXT. I don't think she lost. Yeah. She hasn't lost in like 2 years, pretty much. And she's on
lost yet.
On the road now to maybe Royal Rumble, maybe WrestleMania. But she's been doing her thing. It could have easily said Naomi, but she didn't have the title real long at all.
Yeah.
No, Charlotte had her year last year. Sasha Banks, same thing. Bayley got injured this past year.
Yeah, Bayley was a disappointment.
But Nia Jax still hasn't had the ring yet. Hasn't had the belt, should I say. But it's amazing, man. I'm looking here.
Probably happened in 2018.
I'm looking here at our live feed, and normally around this time we getting less people.
Yeah.
It be getting more and more, man. I'm loving it.
Yeah, we right here at the Idiot of the Week.
Right.
And I've been waiting for this.
Yeah. So once again, for me, The Miz and Asuka for Siddall.
And I have a twofer. I have a Miz / Braun Strowman. And then I have Alexa Bliss.
By the way, shouts out to a long time friend of mine, Brian Allen. What's up with you, dude? Need to holler about some stuff, man. Get at me. So, Idiot of the Week. Week. And who do you have?
The NBA referees. And as I come to think of it, the NFL rule book. I know it's not a person, but I'm going to throw it in there too. We talking about refs. First of all, man, the no calls and the fouls in that game against the Warriors and the Cavaliers was atrocious.
Uh-huh.
I mean, come on, man. And then they damn near threw out KD for technical fouls in the first quarter. Because of the silliness of the no calls. It was ridiculous. And it was like, what are you doing? What game are you watching right now? And then of course the NFL rule book, we already talked about that. They need to change the rule book. I would throw the NFL rule book at the NBA referees. I mean, because they were terrible. And congratulations, you played yourselves.
And something that I want to point out going to the NBA, Jeff Van Gundy said this. LeBron said it today, along with Draymond Green as well, in his own choice of words. But if you're able in the NBA to look back at calls and see, was he inbounds or was he out of bounds? Who hit the ball last? If you have all these cameras for review, first off, why is there a certain camera that the referees can't see, but they can see in freaking New Jersey?
Right.
That don't make no sense.
It's stupid.
Another one, why can't fouls be looked at?
it's like, especially, I was looking at that guard. I forget who. I think it was Shannon Sharp today made that argument. If you're going to look at a play, he's not talking about a foul that happened on the other end of the court. We're talking about a play. If you're looking at a play, ball goes out of bounds, you should be able to look at the whole entire play and be able to make that call and look at the entirety of it. He's talking about the KD missed call foul against LeBron James, and the ball went out of bounds. You should be able to say, you know what, hey, there's a foul there that happened. That's why the ball went out of bounds. Let's call that foul and let's make it right. He said at the end of the day, they're not gonna be mad about you changing the call because it's gonna be the right call. And that's what everybody wants. Uh-huh. They want it to be right. They want it to be correct.
And Brian says, take cameras out and go old school. So either take cameras out, either use the cameras that you have, but start making the correct calls more often. If you see a foul, okay, you know what? Yeah, he was fouled 2 shots. Because a foul call can change the dynamic of the game, just like if the man was out of bounds or not, or if it was a 3-pointer or a 2-pointer. Mm-hmm. These need to be addressed, especially going to these. You have these high-profile games like you had Golden State in Cleveland. You want to make sure the game is being done right. Now I see do you know
I don't know, but he said that would make the game. That would make the game too long. What? Like, you talking about the cameras? Having the cameras or not having the cameras?
Right, because if you always have eyes on the camera, that would eliminate referees having to go to the board. They can have a little earpiece right there in the ear.
First of all, about the looking at the replay, it shouldn't take you all day to look at something and call something.
Right.
Okay, it's a foul. Call the foul. Let's move on.
Right.
Why are you sitting there for 15 minutes looking at the same play? What are you looking at? Come on, make a call and let's go. Yep. It should be definitive. It's right there in front of you. That's another thing that just grinds my gears about the whole situation as well.
Oh, okay. Shouts out Deshaun. Okay, I had to see who that was. So shouts out Deshaun. Been a long time, man. Hope everything's going well with you. Shouts out to you and your fam. But he was saying it may be too long in regards to the review. But right. If they do everything correctly,
they already taking a long time.
Right. If they do everything correctly, they wouldn't have to look at the monitors. They'll just have an earpiece on, or one guy, the head ref will have an earpiece on, and they get the call.
Just like in college football, they do the same thing. They don't look at nothing. They just have the earpiece. Okay, they made the call. Let's do it. Let's go.
You have technology. Use it to the best of your ability. It should not be that difficult to make something like that happen. Let's see who else here. Yeah, but once again, or like Brian said, go old school, take out all the cameras. And Jeff Van Gundy even said, he was like, back in the day, the referees would go to the announcers table and say, what did y'all see? Oh, no, yeah, it was, whatever.
It was unspoken.
Right.
But, and the opposing players and coaches, they wouldn't be mad because they're getting the call right.
Right.
And they're an unbiased group. So they asked them, like, hey, what did you see?
All we want to do, man, is get to a point in which games are not being talked about because of controversial missed calls.
We just want it correct. We want it correct. We want it a fast decision that's a correct decision. That's all we want.
Because LeBron James was fouled 2 times on that one layup. The last drive he had going to the hole, he was fouled 2 times. Clear as day. And like what LeBron James said is, he would understand if the ref said, oh, I must have had a bad view. I missed it. But LeBron James is being told, I didn't say anything. So why are you a referee then?
That's why they're the idiots of the week.
And same thing with the NFL. This catch rule has to change.
Yeah. It's not so much the referees in that situation. It's more the rules.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was his. Mine is a little more outside of the sport, but it is still sports related. American Airlines. Now,
I heard about this.
They had a story coming about earlier this year, in which they were trying to
they kicked off a family
right
for having a birthday cake.
Well, that, but I'm talking about the one in which
which one? Man, they were having a bad year.
It was some other instance in which people were like on on standby, and because of how they booked the flight,
right?
People got on standby, was told to get off to allow someone else to get on instead. It was just crazy.
Yeah.
But this one here,
had a bad year.
This one here, American Airlines, they had 2 players from the Memphis Grizzlies G League game, and yes, they were brothers. They were kicked off a plane in Dallas after a flight attendant wrongfully accused them of stealing blankets while they were in first class. Accused of stealing blankets. They eventually was able to board another plane, and they were able to, be provided first class seats and everything to that other plane. But the head of American Airlines, or rep from American Airlines, had to eventually apologize for their wrongdoing by a flight attendant assuming that they stole some blankets from the airplane. Go ahead.
See, that's what, this is the kind of thing that got black people lynched back in the day. People lying. Why in the world you sit in first class, you're a basketball player, you're not making that much money, but you're not doing bad if you're in first class.
And correction. What? I'm sorry, correction. It says here, 2 first class passengers gave the blankets to the players as they were heading to their coach seats. So 2 first class passengers
so it's revealed.
Gave the blankets to the players and said, here, y'all can use these. And guess what happened? They got accused. I'm sorry, continue.
Okay, so that changes a little bit. Still my same argument, Assuming. Oh, they must have stolen it. They steal it. Where are they going? Right. They're on a plane. Where are they going? Oh, we got the blankets. Let's roll and jump out the doggone plane. What? Woo! With the blankets up there. Found our screenshot.
There we go.
This is the kind of thing that is the reason why I watch sports.
Oh man,
is to get away from this stuff right here, because if you think about all the craziness that's happening in the world, it'll drive you mad.
Yeah, it'll
drive you absolutely insane. This is truly my getaway. This show. And talking about sports, because I got nothing else. I got nothing else.
He's done.
I'm done. You can talk about it.
He's done.
Wow.
Yeah, so
absolutely.
Those are our idiots of the week. And he's drinking his vodka, so don't mind him.
Man, leave me alone. That's water and ice.
Pastors, bishops, all them. It's water. All right, so what if? Do you have a what if?
Yeah. What if I was gonna go one direction. We'll go here. Okay, we'll go college football.
Okay.
What if Alabama rushes for under 100 yards? do they still win?
Kelvin Evans will be right here in this chair in tears. And not tears of joy. My what if? What if the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Golden State Warriors do not survive the ground and make it to the NBA Finals?
So what if the Warriors do not survive the ground?
Well, the Warriors and the Cavaliers do not survive the ground.
Then that means Kyrie Irving will be one happy brother because they're going to win the championship.
You think so?
Yeah.
No other team from the West, like Houston, OKC, Spurs.
You said no. That's the East. I'm sorry. You said the West, right? You said the West.
East and West.
Okay. Well, yeah. Kyrie Irving and the East, they're gonna win. West, not the Warriors. Them Rockets. Them Rockets could be like you said, creeping on the come up. Yeah, them Rockets look pretty good. But I'm sorry, but I think that'll be Kyrie's year if them two don't get in there.
Man, if Golden State and Cleveland doesn't make it to the finals, I will have to say, man. Remember earlier I said I can see one team possibly challenging Golden State to win, to beat them in the Western Conference Finals. This is back then when we had our NBA predictions. There was one team. They have 3 guys on that team. One is a MVP, Mr. Triple Double. Another one played for the Knicks. Another one played for the Pacers.
That's bold.
I know.
That's bold, especially you talking about this year. Back then it was easy to say.
I know.
This time, that's bold.
If
he's
Golden State does not win,
he's talking about the Thunder.
The Thunder will make a lot of thunder and make a strong run.
They did look impressive this past Monday.
You need to continue to build that chemistry, and by June, this team can be a problem. I'm saying it. Book it. Book it. So with that being said, y'all, that was another edition of the platform. 2 hours and almost 10 minutes, and we still got some people.
Yes.
We have come a long way.
Go tell everybody, man. Tell everybody to come on this show. Because next week, you do not want to miss it. We got 2 special guests.
Yes.
Two special guests.
Kelvin Evans, along with
Josh Stanton.
It's going to be a dynamic show. Look forward to it. Follow us on the platform Sports Talk Show Instagram. We're getting a lot of likes and follows. Power of the hashtag.
Our YouTube page too.
Our YouTube page. Put in the platform with Smoooth and Siddall. Once again, Smoooth with 3 O's. And then, of course, right here, stay tuned, stay locked in, stay up to date. We hope to see y'all next week. I hope y'all had a wonderful Christmas, and I hope you all have a happy New Year. We will discuss the college football upcoming national championship game. It's going to be exciting, but once again, next week, we should have a great show, and we are still looking for our first female guest to the getaway.
Who could it be? Could be the Emancipation of Mimi.
Who could it be?
Annie.
But hey, please feel free to share this page with everyone you know who loves sports, because you want to have more and more conversations with everyone. Shouts out to everyone who joined in today. Much love to y'all, because I'm your boy Smoooth.
And I'm Siddall.
And when it's about sports,
it becomes our business.
We out.
Power up on them.
Yeah.